Alright, normally there would be the previously on Blacksad part at this part of the video, but sadly, yes, this is the last episode. So instead of doing something at the start, I have put something at the end of the episode. So make sure you stay tuned and watch till the end. On to the last episode. Okay. Hello, welcome back to Blacksad. Previous episode, um, I thought that's gonna be the end since we kind of solved the case with Mitchell being dead. And we know the Anteater killed Joe Dunn. But now we're gonna see if there's more people involved in all the shenanigans. Most notably, Tim Thorpe, which we are in his building right now. Now let's snoop around since he's not here.
If Weekly were here, I'd have to tie his hands behind his back.
Weekly, my boy.
So, you had something to do with that chest expander after all.
Wow. Tim Thorpe. I knew I couldn't trust you. Is this the way to his office? Let me try go somewhere else first. Let's see if there's anything out here.
Maybe I should play the Smirnov trump card this time. No, this is nothing but a hunch.
Yeah, we aren't completely sure yet. Let's not call Smirnov. Not just yet. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to go there.
Cats aren't afraid of heights. That's why I've never felt vertigo.
Cool. Is there anything here?
In my experience, when something looks really good, it ends up smelling really bad.
I guess so. Now let's go inside his office. The magic lockpicks. You didn't even need to move the lockpicks, you just insert it and it's instantly unlocked. Magical Blacksad. Let's see what you're
It's a
hiding.
bit strange to see no office chair behind a desk, until you remember the desk's owner is in a wheelchair. I better not use it. It might be connected to the switchboard at the front desk.
What's in your drawer? Of course, everyone has a gun.
Of course. Oh, crap.
We saw in the lab.
Why am I surprised? In every investigation, there comes a point where every single lead seems to go down the drain. And you have to retrace your steps to get back on the right track.
So, the case isn't solved yet. Tim Thorpe. First time I saw that guy, I was like, I don't trust him. I don't know, maybe it's something to do with the wheelchair.
And one of the strengths, the accuracy of his throw. I earned the nickname Iron Arm. I used to throw the ball in 50 miles. And yeah, when whatever it wanted. And my coach, the great Joffrey Sachs. And so I worked hard. Pearl Harbor. I enlisted immediately. After losing a partner in combat, a serious injury, I asked to be relocated. I became a sniper. I know I shouldn't say this, but I was one of the best in the Army, and it was all thanks to my accuracy. No, it was all thanks to Jeffrey Sachs. I wonder how many Americans that man saved with my arm. After these words, Tim Thorpe is moved almost to tears and asks me to take a break. It's shocking to see how an athlete and soldier, a man whose aim and skill won him a Medal of Honor and the nickname Surgeon among his brothers in arms. That can't be. I mean, it could be a coincidence, but no.
Let's see. So he might be the sniper on the rooftop. Isn't it? No? Okay, I guess not yet. Oh, alright, let's see. Let's figure this out, alright? Thorpe can't walk and uses a wheelchair. There's a bottle of pills that would make him overcome his physical limitations.
Wait, what if Groon's drugs helped Thorpe walk? Of course, it wasn't Mitchell or Gill. It was Thorpe who shot Randall at the hospital.
Alright.
That's it. Thorpe is the man behind the whole drug operation. Everything adds up now. And yet I can already hear Smirnoff telling me I have no conclusive evidence. What if I set a trap for Thorpe? But how? Ha! What if I place Thorpe's gun up there and corner him so that he has to stand up to get it? The show was about to begin. All I needed was an audience and some patience.
Smirnoff?
Stop it!
Arr! Don't you know who you're dealing with, matey?
What a silly man.
Mutiny! You wants to be shark bait, do ya? Oh, Blacksad. I feel terrible for keeping you waiting.
John,
But you see, there was mutiny on board, so...
stop.
You see what I have to put up with. All right, helmswoman, to the cabin with you! Onward!
Aye, aye, Captain.
Come along, Blacksad. Julie, don't let anyone bother us.
Huh. I'm gonna bust you, Team Thor. Blacksad's gonna kick your ass.
Honey, will you wait in the boardroom for me, please?
But,
I'll just be a minute then. I think you've already suffered enough.
okay.
And think about where you'd like to have dinner tonight, okay?
Oh, is this
You
Smirnoff?
see, I'm not gonna pay you for solving the case.
Wow.
Oh.
I thought you were the kind of man who is true to his word.
No, it's not that. You'll get every penny we agreed on, and more. But not because you solved the case, but for her. 2 days ago, she wanted to end it all. Drop out of college, sell the gym. Too many wounds to heal. But through your incredible work, you managed to heal them. Well, perhaps not completely. It takes time to get over something like this. But at least, thanks to you, Sonia wants to be happy. She has hope. I'm going to help her make Dunn's Gym the best in the city. Who would have ever guessed it, huh?
I'm happy for her. She's been through a lot, and honestly, I wasn't sure she'd make it.
Well, she hasn't just yet. But she will in time. Anyway, back to the case. All those people you confronted. Gill, the German doctor, even Mitchell. Huh. I would have never suspected him. Did they say anything? Why did they do it? Did they mention any accomplices?
No.
No, they didn't mention any accomplice.
Good. I'm glad every guilty party has been punished. You see, besides my esteem for Joe and Sonia, this ordeal really hits close to home.
What do you mean?
I don't follow. How do you mean?
Sports are my livelihood. Do you know how many of the athletes involved have a deal with me?
How do you know that?
What?
Oh, wait. Sonia told you.
Yes, that's it. Sonia told me.
That's funny. I never told Sonia.
Well then, do you know how many of the athletes involved have a deal with me?
No.
I don't really know.
I'll tell you. Too many. So far, the papers only talk about bodies down at the docks and an illegal lab. Not one has mentioned the athletes. But if one word gets out, this agency's future could be on the line. Not to mention Sonia's and the gym's. Could I ask you to be discreet?
I'm sorry to say your future is already on the line.
What do you mean?
I know the press. Sooner or later, someone will talk.
I guess you're right. But let's do everything in our power to avoid that. Anyway, that's it. Julie has your check. Don't forget to claim it. Thank you again, Blacksad. I don't know what state Sonia would be in if it weren't for you.
I had to act, then and there, or let Thorpe get away with it.
Excuse me for not standing.
No, I won't excuse you. I know you could stand if you wanted to.
Uh,
I'm sure you've got good intentions, but you're wrong. What makes you think that? I'm sure there's an explanation.
According to Spano, the mastermind was a certain surgeon. I thought it was Mitchell, but now I know the truth. A journalist told me. Ring a bell? I know that you were a highly skilled sniper, and I think it was you who shot Randall Lee at the hospital.
Have you seen me, Blacksad? How could I possibly do that? I hired you to solve this damn case. You think that's what a murderer would do?
Only because you thought I'd blame Bobby Yale and drop the case. But as soon as I realized something wasn't right, you sent Randall Lee and Gil to give me a scare. And when all that failed, you ordered Lee to kill me.
You're the type that won't open his jaws once he's got his prey, aren't you?
I think I've made that clear enough by now.
are we gonna fight?
Put yourself in my place for a minute. You're a promising football player who just got back from the war, but you're still a nobody. The man you saved kindly opens his house to you, and that man is still undone by his wife's passing. He works all day at his gym, and he drinks himself to sleep at night. So you practically end up raising his daughter. You give her her very first abacus. You encourage her to further her education. You comfort her when she misses her mother and her father. Meanwhile, your sporting career takes off. Life is good. Until one day, out of the blue, an accident cripples you. An old friend, Mitchell, tells you he knows someone who can help you. A German doctor. His drugs take some time to work, but they do wonders. You manage to walk for short bursts at a time, little by little. And those bursts keep getting longer. But the drugs aren't cheap at all. So you have to find a way to pay for them, don't you see?
So you decided to start an advertising agency focused on product endorsement by athletes. And then it occurred to you to sell them those same drugs you were taking. Drugs would help them excel, and you'd get better ad deals. The perfect business model. Your first client? Craig Spano. His career had hit a rough patch, so... He was the guinea pig for your new operation. And yet, when the drug started having serious side effects, you got rid of him. Afraid he would talk, you tried to kill him. That's why he hid. From then on, your business was smooth sailing. You even began to think you were above the law. You thought that you were untouchable. Until Joe Dunn found out, and then, 2 days before his unfortunate death, he came to see you.
That's enough now! You stop it!
Blacksad is such a good detective. Pissed him off.
Now, I don't know if I'm above the law, but I am sure as hell not beneath it. Do you know how much power I have? The kind of people I eat with every day? I could shoot you right now, and nothing would happen to me.
With that gun you keep in your drawer? I'm afraid not. I placed your pistol out of reach, just in case you happen to confirm my suspicions, Ironarm. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have an appointment with the police.
I won't let anyone wreck my life again.
And that won't work, buddy.
Sonia and I, we deserve a future.
You can come in now, Smirnoff.
Timothy Wilson Thorpe, drop your weapon. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the state will provide one for you. Mr. Thorpe.
Why do you shoot him? He's about to get arrested.
Sonia Dunn, you are under arrest for the death of Timothy Wilson Thorpe. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the state will provide one for you.
I mean, she just
Do you
straight up
understand
shot that
these
guy.
rights as I have just read them to you? With these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me? Watch your step.
No, we arrested the wrong. Ah, come on! Almost arrested the main villain. Case solved. You just ruined it. Sonia Dunn, go to jail. Ah. This brilliant mastermind that Blacksad has put up with, it all ends up for nothing. Oh my god. Ah. Bro, Blacksad worked so hard for this case.
After everything that had happened, the last thing I was interested in
Oh
was
yeah,
the fight.
I want to get
Did
my
Leo
money.
take drugs before the fight? Did Stone let him win? I had done everything in my power for things to go the way my moral compass dictated. Whether anyone would listen to me, that was another story.
Come on, let's have a fair fight.
Because no matter what they tell us, our actions don't always determine our future. My moral compass. As if I even knew what that means. I didn't even know what to think of my performance throughout the case. Did I have a clear conscience? Would I have made the same decisions given the chance?
You know what? I'll say yes. I feel like we made all the right decisions. Good work, Blacksad. And there we go. That's the end of... Wow, that's the end of Blacksad. Right there. Alright, so... The ending was... I guess that's the best ending we can hope for. Although, wow, I'm really gutted that we couldn't arrest Tim Thorpe, cause that's what the ending should have been. We arrest Tim Thorpe, Sonya goes back to the gym, Bobby Yale, L Stone fights it out. Yeah, whatever. I didn't get to see the ending of the fight though, so I didn't know if my bet actually worked in my favor. I hope they would have shown the last fight, but yeah, I wish we arrested Tim Thorpe, but Sonya just had to. She's trigger happy, and then there was the final decision like restrain or embrace. Like, bitch, I'm not gonna embrace you. You just freaking killed the main guy that I was trying to arrest that you paid me for at the very start, and then you just killed him. Bitch, no, I won't embrace you. I'm not interested in some furry ass romance shit. Anyways, I guess that's the end of Blacksad. This has been a great game actually. I really enjoyed playing this and recording this. So thank you for watching until now if you watch all the Blacksad parts. And yeah, that's the end. Alright, now it's time to roll the personal credits. Let's thank these people for accompanying us on this amazing Blacksad journey. Billy Bob, if you please.
It's 500 more. For washing up.
Alright, let's firstly thank the man who made this all possible, Joe Dunn, with his very nice eye face. Thank you, Joe Dunn. Next, let's thank Eugene Colbert for basically providing the money for the whole case. Because if you actually think back, we didn't get paid for the case since Tim Thorpe died, Sonya went to jail. So the only money we got was from Eugene Colbert, who paid us 10 times the amount that we were gonna get paid. So that's a lot of money for Blacksad. Thank you, Eugene Colbert, for providing the finance of this series. Thank you.
Oh? Oh yeah, weird times, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you, Wilson the Buffalo, for hitting Blacksad in the penis. It was a really good moment. Thank you.
Wrong answer.
Alright, Blacksad's good friend Jake Ostiombe said, actually, he was useless, you useless prick. Yeah, screw you, Jake.
Huh?
Desmond O'Leary, this is one of my favorite characters in this series. A very nice guy. Was gonna pay Blacksad, which I probably should have took the money anyway since we don't know the end result of the fight. But thank you, Desmond, for being a kind and nice person and also teaching me 2 good principles of life.
2 sacred principles rule my life.
Mary Purnell. I didn't want to put her in this, but I guess she was one of the key characters in the series. But yeah, she's such a bitch. I hate her. Hate her the most. Screw you, Mary Purnell. Bye.
I'm not white, Mr. Blacksad.
Bobby Yale, the guy that I betted my money on for the fight, which I probably shouldn't. If I remembered, he didn't land a single punch on me, and he took the drugs. So if he didn't take the drugs for the final fight, I mean, well, that would have sucked since he could even hit me with drugs. Yeah, Bobby Yale, you suck.
I have osteoporosis.
Thanks, Frank, for the poker game. And yeah, you ugly.
Don't you dare call me Frank.
Bye, Josh.
Angus, what's wrong?
Angus Mitchell, son of a bitch. Short-lived, but he was a very good villain. Goes to show you can't trust reptiles. He probably has one of my favorite lines. Probably my favorite line in the whole of Blacksad.
Bye, Josh.
Thank you, Spano, for showing off which hand you fed with. Thank you, Tim Thorpe, for proving me right and confirming that my theory that shouldn't trust guys in wheelchairs. Yep, I'm gonna keep hold on to that theory forever now. Right, Smirnov, Blacksad's good friend, the law and order. Turns out he's actually a really useful person. One of the ones that actually really helped out. So genuinely, thank you Smirnov for helping out Blacksad. Sonia Dunn. Ay ay ay, where do I even start? Well, first of all, when she first appeared, she was kind of a bitch. But I guess she became okay after some time. She was a decent character. Although she shouldn't have killed Tim Thorpe. Screw you. Just makes all the work go to waste. I dislike her for doing that at the end. Also, you know, there might be something developing between Blacksad and her some way along the way, but I wasn't gonna let that happen. Not interested in furry porn. So, yeah. Well, that's Sonia done.
That's embarrassing. I see you were dead serious about me hating you.
Finally, on to my favorite Blacksad character, Wickley. Yo, this guy, Wickley, my boy, he's awesome. Blacksad's best friend, helped him out a lot with Frank Cassidy and Helen Moore. If Blacksad did it alone, he probably wouldn't have finished this whole case. It's all thanks to Wickley. Wickley helped out the most. So this guy is awesome. I just wish that he would have followed along during the investigations. You know, Blacksad required a sidekick, and this guy is the perfect partner. So thank you, Wickley. Thank you so much.
Smile, Johnny boy. Thanks for the tip. This is gonna win me the Pulitzer.
And of course, last but not least, we gotta thank our main man, John Blacksad. Oops, not that one. John Blacksad. Right, so where do I begin with this guy? Obviously, he's the main character, so we chose the choices, develop his character the way I played. So, in terms of personality or character-wise, it's kind of shaped to the way I chose it. And I gotta say, I'm happy with the way Blacksad turned out in this series, with the way how he acted and stuff. I feel like that was the best way to represent his character, I think. And yeah, it's awesome that, well, obviously he's a cat, but if you kind of get the idea of the game, he's actually a black character, so for once he's not a white guy, so that's good, showing that, you know, there doesn't always have to be a white guy as the main character. So anyways, he was really fun to play as Blacksad, this cool hard-boiled detective. That's how I shaped him to be in this series. So yeah, it was a real pleasure to play as Blacksad, and this series was really fun to make. So this is the end of the credits and the end of the Blacksad series. So thank you for watching all the way, and see ya. Bye bye.